Tout le monde, bienvenue à émission ça, qui est le Chat with Kat. I am your host for the next 28 minutes, and we have a very, very special guest that's joining us today. I wanted to say a special thank you to Stanley Francois, who continues to listen to the show. Every shock, Madi. Stanley's always listening. So I want to say thank you, Stanley, for listening to the show. So let's go ahead and bring in our very, very special guest. This special guest, I met her at a conference from one of our previous guests, which is Krisha Reed. And this special guest has a really great company, and she does great work in the senior community. Before I introduce her, I'm going to just give you a really brief inner bio before she comes on. Joining us today is a brilliant mind behind Remember to AI, Kattt DeVoe. As a visionary entrepreneur, Kattt has revolutionized how we approach memory and productivity with her cutting-edge platform. Her work seamlessly integrates technology and mindfulness, helping individuals stay organized and on track in their personal and professional lives. Guys, get ready to be inspired as we dive into her journey, her insight, and her incredible impact on Remember to AI. Guys, welcome to the show, Kattt DeVoe. Welcome, Ms. Kattt.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm so happy that you even agreed to be on the show. So thank you so much. So let's get into it because I only have you for 26 minutes.
Well, let's have fun.
Let's have fun. Let's do it, Ms. Kattt. All right. So can you share a little bit about yourselves? I know I gave you your grand entrance, but can you share a little bit about yourself and your creative journey with our listeners?
Well, I started off in pharmaceutical sales many years ago. And when I started off in pharmaceutical sales, I started off selling a product for seniors back in the day called Wsrf when I worked for Pfizer. And that was more of my introduction into the senior space and the importance of identifying ways to help seniors because, as we all know, Alzheimer's and dementia, it's a debilitating disease. And so anything we can do to help seniors is something that I have jumped on for about 25 years. So I started my journey in pharmaceuticals, and that was, it really allowed me to see how important it is to care for others. And so, fast forward to 25 years later, I decided to branch out on my own where I opened up my own adult daycare in Pembroke Pines. Opened that, grew it to a capacity of 62, where I cared for 62 plus seniors every day.
Wow.
And that was so rewarding because I had the full gamut of seniors. I had seniors with no dementia all the way up to seniors with severe dementia or Alzheimer's. Wow. So, we had the opportunity of caring for seniors across the platform of this disease. And it was very rewarding at the time. So, and because I'll tell you, because my mom and members of my family, suffered with a number of things, including, some down in dementia, vascular dementia, and other diseases, this is my motivation to help others because I had to care for my mother, and I watched my cousins care for their mother and my aunts. So, I say to people, if we are lucky, we too one day will be a senior. And we are laying the platform right now for others to care for us. And it's never too early to think about it. How would you want to age? Would you want to age at home? Yeah. Or would you want to age in a nursing home or a facility? And how do you want to age? We can age gracefully. We can age not so gracefully, or we can have a poor quality of life. That all depends on some of the decisions we make right now and how we take care of ourselves.
Okay. What inspired you to create Remember To, and what specific challenges does it aim to address for seniors?
Remember To, I'm one of the co-founders of Remember To. The founder of Remember To also has a vision of caring for seniors. The founder of Remember To is an 85-year-old senior, and he himself struggles with remembering to take his cell phone and remember to take things with him. So he came up with this idea, okay, I'm sure I'm not the only one that is experiencing this. So, he brought us together, and we all share the same vision of helping seniors to remember to do things, but also the founder has fallen 4 times in 5 months.
Wow.
So, now that we've decided to develop Remember To, we look into all of the challenges that seniors have, and we have identified a number of them. And as a result of the challenges that we have found, we have created a solution to help them. And I will tell you what those challenges are. The first challenge is falls. When seniors go to their doctor, the doctor asks them, how many times have you fallen this month? The number one reason seniors go to the emergency room, falls. Falls, falls, falls. They are not good for seniors. And how do we prevent falls? How do we even know when a senior falls, to be honest with you? Because most seniors are not going to tell you when they fell. Oh, I'm not telling my daughter that I fell in the bathroom or I fell coming out of the bed. I'm not telling her. So they don't tell you. So how can you protect them, and how can you reduce the risk of the secondary and the tertiary fall if you didn't know they fell the first time? So we've identified a way with Remember To alert the family members when the senior falls. And that is our device. We have a wearable that will automatically alert the family members when a senior falls. The wearable will send a text message, your mom may have fallen. Now what we educate the family members to do, we want you to call your loved one and find out, did you fall? Why did you fall? When you find out why they fell, please address the reason why they fell. Did they fall because they tripped on a rug? Did they fall because they were wearing the wrong shoes? Their hearing aid is not working so well. They're declining cognitively. They're dehydrated. They were dizzy, lightheaded. Why did they fall? Let's identify why they fell. And if we can fix the reason why they fell, you reduce the chances of them falling the next time. Because you don't know if the next time they fall, that's going to be the fatal fall. That's either going to kill them or send them to the emergency room. We don't know. But what we do know is once we know that they're fallen and we can fix the reason they fell, we are giving them a better chance of not falling in the future. And that's one of the challenges that Remember To is addressing. The secondary challenge that Remember To is addressing is dehydration. Dehydration is significant in the senior population. Dehydration causes dizziness, weakness, lightheadedness, and remember we talked about falls? Dehydration can lead to falls as well. Dehydration can lead to dementia. It can exacerbate or accelerate dementia, all of the chronic diseases you have. It can exacerbate those chronic diseases. So we want to be sure that we help seniors stay hydrated. And by the way, 10,000 people die every year from dehydration. As a matter of fact, our accountant's mother died 2 months ago from sepsis as a result of dehydration. The UTI was so bad that it turned into sepsis, and she died as a result of that.
Dang.
And that started with dehydration. That is a very painful way to pass away. So how can we help seniors with dehydration? Well, Remember To is part of that solution. We have a smart water bottle that we are integrating with Remember To so that we can now identify how much a senior has drunk every single day and also remind them to drink every day. Throughout the day, they'll get a reminder, please drink more water, because we have the smart water bottle that can measure how much they're drinking every day. So that's a secondary challenge that we are eliminating with seniors. The third challenge is elopement. And a lot of people ask me, what in the world is elopement? Elopement is the act of wandering and getting lost. Seniors, 6 out of 10 seniors with Alzheimer's will get lost in their lifetime. And out of the 6 out of 10 that get lost, 30% of them will be found dead in the first 24 hours. That is a bad number. And we are trying to eliminate and reduce that. And how does Remember to do that? Well, because we are a solution platform, we now have a number of avenues where we can monitor the senior and their location. Because we are AI-driven, we will be able to identify the patterns and the behavior of each individual senior. So if they deviate from that routine, we can now send an alert to their family members and say to them, your mom is normally at home at 7 p.m. It's 7:15 and she's not at home. Now everyone is wondering, where is mom? There are two options here. The family member that was alerted will say, okay, they'll ignore the alert because mom may be with them or mom is, went to a party or something that the family member is aware of. The other alternative is, if they don't know where mom is, in real time, we're going to be able to alert them that mom is not where she's supposed to be. So remember that 24-hour window we talked about? We want to be able to tell the family members immediately in real time that their loved one is not where they're supposed to be. The family members will now become alert and now want to know, where is my loved one? Because of our platform, we will be able to tell them, your mom is at this address. Oh, that's the grocery store. She's been there for the last 2 hours. Well, she's lost in the grocery store parking lot. Beautiful. Send somebody to get her. So we are solution-oriented to solve and address the key challenges that seniors are facing as they age, because we want to support seniors as they age, and our vision is to help seniors age gracefully while they're living at home. We want to keep them independent. And to keep them independent, you want to reduce falls so that quality of life does not deteriorate. We don't want them to get lost. We want them to stay safe. And we want to keep them connected with their loved ones so we can keep the family members connected in real time with a number of different things like elopement or wandering. So that is what Remember To is all about. We are focused on ensuring and helping seniors age gracefully while fostering their independence, their safety, their dignity, and then also we want the family members to have peace of mind and not worry so much about their loved one, their older adults. That's what we're all about. And on top of all of that, our app will help them remember to do certain things. Our app is pretty darn cool. It will remind seniors about anything under the sun. You just remind them to take their medication. And once they get reminded, they will have to acknowledge that they've done it. So that's our way of monitoring medication management. We can tell if they've taken their medication based on the entries that they put in our alerts every day. So we're excited about this because there's so many things that we are bringing together in a comprehensive solution for seniors to help them. And remember, our mission is to help them age gracefully and maintain their independence, their safety, their dignity, and provide peace of mind for their families. All rolled up into one Remember To platform. We are the solution to help seniors age gracefully.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about what types of cognitive stimulation activities are offered and how do they benefit the seniors?
Okay. So, one of the things that we've recognized, we know that as of this year, there's 14 plus million seniors that have MCI, mild cognitive impairment. Mm-hmm. And one of the ways to slow down the progression of the disease, yes, there are medications out there in the market, but one of the things that we can do is stimulate ourselves cognitively through a number of different games and tasks. We recognize that. And so our app, we are putting a number of things into our platform. We're putting cognitive games into our platform so that if seniors want to play different games, they can press a button and it will pull up a number of different games to help them stimulate themselves cognitively. And we put it in this one platform to make it easy. I will tell you that most people think, Mom is fine, she's home watching TV. I will tell you that TV is one of the worst things that you can have a senior do. It does not stimulate them cognitively. It does not stimulate them. It does not help them. So we have included different games and activities that are specific to older adults to help stimulate them and keep their brain active. Your brain is like a muscle, and you want that muscle to continue to work so your muscle can stay strong. And that's what the games are meant to do, that we have included. Now let me go back to saying this. We are developing this platform, and we have a number of phases in our integration and in our release of the solution. So we have phase one. The app, the reminder component of the app is working beautifully. We've tested it with a number of institutions around the country, including New York State, including South Florida Institute of Aging. We're working with AAA in Broward County. We're working with the Powers in Weston. We're working with a number of different organizations to test the reminder component of the app, which great feedback. The next part of it is the integration of the smart water bottle, where we will now be able to help with the dehydration component and remind seniors to drink throughout the day. We actually give them the smart water bottle. The third phase is we are integrating into our solution platform the wearable that will alert family members when the senior falls. The wearable is not only going to alert family members when the senior falls, but it's also going to monitor vitals, your blood pressure. That is fantastic. So you'll now have an alert if the blood pressure is off. This is something that would be they're able to measure with our wearable. So that is the third phase. And then, of course, the fourth phase, we're going to be integrating the cognitive component, where we will partner with organizations that have the cognitive games that are appropriate for seniors and older adults to help them stimulate their brain and keep the brain muscle strong and keep building it every day. So we have phases in our solution platform that we are going through right now. As we release this platform, we're doing it in phases. And we are super excited about every single phase in this process because we have done a lot of research and we're being very strategic in the release of our platform so that we can provide benefits to older adults to help them so we can accomplish our mission, which, as I said, simply is to help older adults age gracefully, maintain their independence, safety, dignity, and peace of mind for their loved ones. That's what we're all about, and we are dedicated and focused on doing that every single day.
That's great. Let me ask you, have you received any feedback from users or their family members that you can share, any success stories?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I will read to you a quote from we have one of our clinics that's testing the app. The doctor is Dr. Teresa Clark. She's a physician scientist in Alzheimer's research. And she's one of our organizations that has tested the reminder component, and I will read to you what her testimonial is. She says, as an Alzheimer's research physician scientist, I tested the new Remember To app. This app provides customizable reminders, enhancing prospective memory, and countering age-related decline. It is user-friendly. My patients who are testing it find it easy to use and effective for helping them with reminders. I'm excited about how it will help cognitive well-being of Alzheimer's patients. That is from Dr. Teresa Clark, who is a physician scientist in Alzheimer's research. She shared with me recently a clinical that came out, a study that came out that showed that reminders can actually help older adults with their memory. setting reminders, and that was fantastic because that's right, in line with what we're doing. Reminder apps can help older adults with their memory. And so she shared that in this testimonial, but she also was excited about testing this Remember 2 with her Alzheimer's patients, and she gave fantastic feedback.
That's awesome. What is your long-term vision for Remember 2 and its role in senior care? Sorry.
We want to come up with a way to help seniors. This is not an app. This is a solution. This is a holistic and comprehensive solution to help seniors age gracefully by helping to monitor their falls and reduce fatal falls or falls that and take them to the emergency room. We want to ensure that seniors are safe, no dehydration, no elopement risk, reducing all of these things so that every single older adult out there will be able to age gracefully. Because here's the thing, we are all going to age, and we are all aging every day. There's nothing we can do about it. However, we can implement some solutions to help us through the aging process. And Remember 2 is the solution to help older adults as they go through the aging process, to help reduce risk of falls, to help reduce dehydration, to help reduce elopement, to help with reminders. The holistic approach to aging for seniors is our vision, and that's what we want to do for today and in the future. Because all of the seniors out there, 53 million seniors out there, the ones who are living independently, we want to be sure that we are there as their 24-hour companion to be with them, to help them as they age. That is what Remember 2 is all about, and that is our vision for the future.
Okay. Is there any advice you would give to families seeking to support their senior loved ones in living independently?
Yes, absolutely. For families that have loved ones living independently, there's a couple of things I would suggest. First and foremost, have a conversation with your loved one. Tell them that it is okay if they are concerned about anything. Please allow them to come and talk to you. If they fall, please give them the latitude to tell you. They're not going to tell you if they feel you're going to put them in a nursing home or take away their independence. No one wants to have their independence taken away. Be supportive. If they start to act a little different, that's okay. Be supportive. They may be declining cognitively. That's okay. Support them. Get the Remember 2 app. So if you're not there 24/7, the Remember 2 solution will be there 24/7. So you can ensure that they are covered. They have a personal assistant with them 24/7 to make sure that the risk of falls is reduced, to make sure they remember to drink, take their medication, go to doctor's appointments, keep themselves cognitively stimulated. Provide the solution to them and let them know it is okay because you support them in their journey, their aging journey. This is a journey, and we are the solution to this journey that we all are going through. The journey, the solution is Remember 2, and just be patient and kind to your loved ones because they are concerned, they are scared, and they don't want to lose their independence. So let's all support them. And we encourage everyone to find a support group. We have a caregiver support group once a month. And we encourage people, if they can call in, they can go on our website and give us and put their contact information in there, and we will send them the link to join our caregiver support group every single month. Because we want the loved ones, we want the caregivers, we want everyone to know that help is out there. We support this community. You don't have to do it alone. It is a struggle, but you don't have to do it alone. We are all here to help, and you do have support. So go to remember2.ai, go to our website, and send information through the Contact Us page, and we will send information about the caregiver support group that we have every month. And the beauty of this caregiver support group is we have 3 co-hosts. I'm one of the co-hosts. We also have Dr. Teresa Clark, who is the physician scientist in Alzheimer's research. And we also have another physician who is a co-host, and she is a gerontologist. She's a geriatric physician, and so you have a good mixture of knowledgeable co-hosts that can provide information, medical information, also provide support to anyone out there that has to care for a loved one or just has questions about how to handle and deal with your loved one who's aging. We're here to support you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Corlett, for being on the show. If listeners, if you guys are interested in this application or just learning more about being able to monitor your loved ones and their wrist falls and their hydration, you can go to remember2.ai. That's remember the number 2, the symbol 2.ai, and you can get a lot of information on that site on how to download it and just learning more about it. Ms. Corlett, thank you for being on Chat with Kattt today on WSRF 1580 AM. Thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Corlett.
Thank you so much for having me. And, the only thing I would like to close with is, please remember, if you have a loved one that is older, be patient, show them love, and remember, support is out there. Go to remember2.ai and submit your information if you'd like to get more resources and support for your loved one and for seniors. We are here to help.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ms. Corlett. So, sorry. Did you want to say something?
Thank you.
Okay.
No, I was just saying thank you for the opportunity to speak and use your platform to get the message out.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you so much. I'll be calling you after the show.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So you are listening to WSRF 1580 AM, 99.5 FM. I did want to share one last thing before we end the show. I am a counselor at Southern Memorial Cemetery located on Sunset Cantea. We have a fantastic special where we're doing 20% off on the mausoleums, the ground burials, and you can finance it at 0% interest now until 7 years. So if you're interested, call me 786-253-0211, 785-253-0211. Kathleen, you can call me. Thank you guys for joining us on Chat with Kattt. We see you next week. We have another special guest, actually 2 special guests that are going to be joining us next week. Thank you, and have a great rest of the week.